We are happy to have the Scientific Research Council with us as they celebrate Science and Technology Month. And I now invite Dr. Tara Watson, the Executive Director, to bring greetings.
Thank you, Sister Clark. Good morning, church. Wow, quite a morning we have here. I can't believe I'm already inspired just by Pastor giving his welcome. I can only imagine what the ceremony will be like, So pleasant good morning, church. Of course, it is an honor and a privilege to be here with you this morning, to worship, give thanks, give praise, and to join in with you as we celebrate Science and Technology Month. I bring warm greetings on behalf of the Scientific Research Council as we begin our national observation of Science and Technology Month. A little late, we intended to be here November 2nd, but of course we all know what happened. But we are very appreciative that while delayed, it's not denied. We are here this morning and we continue to give thanks for that. This year, we are celebrating Science and Technology Month under the theme From Research to Results, celebrating SRC's 65 years of scientific excellence, 65 years of service. SRC is not just a scientific institution. We are a service-based institution because through science, that's how we give our service. You're called to give praise, to give your praise youth service through your vocation, and ours just happen to be science as our tool, right? It is truly a blessing for us to be able to gather like this in the house of the Lord, acknowledging that all wisdom, knowledge, and understanding flow from Him. And that our work in science is. This morning we gather as the nation is still reeling, still recovering, still trying to find our way, coming from the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Many families are grieving. Many are trying to gather the pieces. Some have begun rebuilding, and we heard how the Hope Gospel Assembly and the church is helping with that rebuilding and trying to restore a sense of normalcy where when you visit the sites, you would think that all hope is gone, but of course, hope is never lost. And we, of course, at Hope Gospel Assembly, right? So we know that for sure. Hope is never lost. But even in this season of challenge, we can boldly declare, as the psalmist said, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in times of trouble. We also give thanks that through God's grace and the tools, He has enabled humanity to develop Jamaica, and because of this, we were spared an even worse devastation. It could have been so much worse. If the path was a little bit different, we probably would not be able to gather like this in a space like this morning. So we acknowledge that. We also acknowledge that this was because some of the devastation was a little less than it could have been because of the role of science and technology. We are able to track the path. We're able to give rapid warning as that storm intensified. We're able to mobilize early action and undoubtedly saved many lives. Science, true science, is not separate from God. It is a reflection of Him. It is the unfolding of His wisdom in creation. The scriptures tells us, and in Proverbs 25, verse 2, it is the glory of God to conceal matter and the glory of kings to search for it. This reminds us that discovery, research, investigation, and the pursuit of understanding are truly godly endeavors. They bring glory to God when we use that knowledge that we unearthed for good of His people. We are further reminded in Genesis 1, verse 26, that God created us in His likeness, in His image and in His likeness, endowing us with creativity, intelligence, and the ability to innovate and the responsibility to steward the earth. These gifts are foundation of science, technology, and the advancement of human progress. As we face a future of even more frequent and more stronger hurricanes, earthquakes, and a lot of new natural disasters, we've been hearing about climate change and the impact that will undoubtedly have on our environment and even our societies, science and technology will be central to building a more resilient world and, of course, a more resilient Jamaica. We need stronger building and infrastructure. We need climate-smart agriculture and food systems. We need robust early warning systems and improved disaster preparedness. We need new technologies that will help us to adapt and recover faster and build better. And the church, you have an essential role in all of this. You are the messengers. You are the trusted voices and the carriers of truth into communities. As God grants us new knowledge and understanding through research, it is important that the church helps the nation to interpret, to accept, and apply said knowledge. To protect our families, to strengthen our communities, and to advance God's purpose for our country and the world, you are essential. You are not apart, you are not separate, you're core to it. As we celebrate SRC's 65 years of service, and we remain committed to using science and technology for national development, whether in food innovation, biotechnology, agriculture, environmental protection, or advancing Jamaica's climate resilience, we want to ensure that God is always center to everything that we do. And that is why we always start off the observation of Science and Technology Month by visiting a church and participating and giving worship, acknowledging where our wisdom comes from, and always asking for divine guidance. As we embark on this month's activities and as we reflect and celebrate and engage, I pray that God will continue to guide our scientists, our innovators, our educators, and of course our policymakers. I pray that God will strengthen our nation, heal our land, and inspire us to use knowledge to uplift and protect His people. Church, let us walk forward, anchored in faith, guided by wisdom, and empowered by science, as we build together a stronger, safer, and more resilient Jamaica. May God bless you, and may God bless our beloved country. Thank you.